Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Hallie. I am a mindset and dating coach, and I'm also the creator of the community on Facebook, the group How to Single Without Loneliness. This is a private community of strong, smart, single women. We focus in there on helping women identify and embrace their own personal power and their own personal potential so they can love every area of their life. A focus so many people need to be spending some time on. So if you're not a member in there, or if I'm not talking to you directly in the group, because this is being broadcast a couple other places, then come over and join us. And we'd love to have you because it's a really great community of supportive women who are really making sure that this part of their life is looks exactly like they want it to look, and they all are leading the way. So today I wanted to talk to you about what the process we take clients through and the process that we believe in, what we call dating the new way. So dating the new way as opposed to the old way. So let me just explain the old way. The old way is probably what so I'm in my 50s, probably what most any woman around my age, 45 or above, maybe 40 or above, really grew up believing. Unfortunately, it might even be what some young girls are learning today. Hopefully not. I have three daughters, so I'm definitely raising my three daughters to not date the old way. So dating the old way is, the numbers game, right? And it is being picked. It is building up your confidence through the man that or boy or the guy that chooses you, and then really growing our confidence from that. And it's really putting our happiness in somebody else's hands, right? Is what it basically comes down to. So, dating the new way, as we know it, as we teach it, as we believe, and as we all follow, all my clients and myself included, includes 5 shifts. And these 5 shifts are so important. And we teach women how to go through these 5 shifts. And I want to share them with you in sort of a synopsis today. So you can kind of get an understanding of what dating the new way is, because we refer to it often I'll refer to it in posts, or I'll refer to it in Facebook Lives, or just a lot of different places. So in our world, dating the new way is our way, and it's quite different than what you're going to hear from most, especially dating coaches, just most relationship gurus out there, especially amongst the YouTube videos, or even on Facebook. So we're quite different, and we know that, and we know that it's what we do works because we know what people are doing out there doesn't work because we've lived it. Everyone in my on my team has gone through dating the new way. They've given up dating the old way. Excuse me, I'm gonna take a drink of water. But so here are the 5 shifts that we teach that we know work and that really make it easy to date the new way, because we also know that we don't have a lot of time to waste, right? Life is not waiting for us. And we know, my dog just jumped in here. That scared me. That somebody was breaking in. But we know that it's so important that you make the most use of your time. Your time is valuable. And most women that we work with, they have a super important career. They have a very important job. They have responsibilities, right? They have children, grandchildren sometimes, and those are priorities that are important, and they take a lot of time, and so time is valuable. And so when you learn that you can just break it down to five simple shifts to make and really dedicate yourself to that, it makes the whole entire process of finding a relationship and finding exactly what you want out of life so much easier, because it doesn't need to be difficult, it doesn't need to be heartbreaking, and it doesn't need to take a lot of time. Sorry about my dog, that's George. I'll try to get him in here. I think he's playing around with my kids. But anyway, so here's the first shift that we have women make, and it is it is a super important one that might surprise you because we're talking about finding a relationship, right? But the first shift is make it all about you. And this doesn't mean be selfish. This doesn't mean just be, narcissistic or anything. But make it all about you. Make your life all about you. Because when you want to meet somebody who is healthy and happy in a relationship, it's not going to happen if you're waiting for that person to bring you happiness. You bring happiness, your happiness to the relationship. You bring your peace to the relationship. You bring your wholeness. So I always often quote the infamous quote from Jerry Maguire, "You complete me," right? Great movie, awesome line, and I love it. But the truth is, nobody completes you. You are complete. And so a really healthy relationship includes two whole people and the power couple as we would know it, right? So the first shift is that you really do have to make it all about yourself and go about, especially after you've been in a long-term relationship or a long marriage, really taking the time to uncover your personal potential, start embracing it and knowing that you are dating from a place not to fill a void, not to combat loneliness, but to really find that awesome, juicy, wonderful, fulfilling, supportive, loving, trusting relationship because you're coming from a place that you are meeting them right where they are. So the second shift that we have women make, that my clients make, is to upgrade their expectations. So many women are dating from the past, are going, well, they're dating from the past and they're just, or the old way, and where they're just like taking what's out there or settling for what's out there or what they think is out there or what they think is their potential. But you have to upgrade your expectations because you have to know that what you really want is out there for you. And until you believe that, you're not going to find it because you're going to keep settling for less than what you really want. Common sense would say anybody who has achieved great things, they've always shot for those great things. They don't just happen. They have to believe that it's possible. So when you upgrade your expectations, it shifts in you, and it shifts your self-worth. It shifts your belief system and into knowing that what if you want something, it's out there for you, and it starts within. And then the third shift is, this one will surprise you too. This is why we call it dating the new way, because it's quite counterintuitive or quite contrary to what most dating coaches are teaching. And that is to stop trying, right? We're either in resistance or allowance. And so when you are trying, swiping, or chasing, calling, that's exhausting. And then your energy is exhausting and you're exhausted, and you might be exhausting people in your that you're meeting, the men in your path, even your friends. And so that's just not the energy to be dating from to find a healthy, supportive relationship. So stop trying and allow it. I love the one of my clients recently was in Butterfly Garden, and I thought this was the most beautiful thing. She left me a Voxer message and said, "Oh my gosh, you won't believe this." So if you're in a butterfly garden, they will tell you that the best way to get an up close look at the butterflies is not to keep chasing them and try to catch them, so to speak, or but it's to just sit still and to let it come to you in peace, and to really know that you're not just trying and chasing, because that scares people. So it's the same theory and a little bit more action oriented than it sounds, but stop trying. Stop, allow life to happen. I always say God is the greatest matchmaker out there, but you can't take it to the other end of the pendulum and just give up and sit home every night with sweats and Netflix, right? So that's not what I mean by stop trying. So that is leading me to my fourth shift, which is let your body talk. So by that, I mean, you really have to understand that we do have a brain in our head, but we also have these little genius brains. I think the brain in your heart is the size of maybe it gets it's like maybe I read somewhere it was like the size of a cat's like brain, and it's sending messages to your heart, is sending messages to your brain all the time. Your brain cannot send messages to your heart. So listening to and tapping in and knowing, developing that skill to be able to let your body talk, listen to the brain and your heart, listen to the brain and your gut. The fifth shift that we have women take is, don't try any of this on your own. Don't try this at home. It is, make this a priority and dedicate yourself to it, because this isn't that you need a relationship to complete you. It is a basic need to be in a romantic relationship and to have love and belonging. So make love a priority, because once you make it a priority, then you will find it. Because if you're not, then like I said, you're at home Netflix and sweats, and you're not going to find it. And that is really wasting time, valuable time, wasting your life away. And it can really cause you to just go down that slippery slope. And 10 years from now, you're going to wake up and you're going to be in that same place, and it probably even worse. So you really do need to make love a priority and not be afraid that when you get back into a relationship, it's going to be the same loneliness that you felt before. Knowing that it's possible, like it's absolutely out there for you to find a quality relationship with a quality man. And when you follow these 5 shifts, that's all it takes to really make that happen. It doesn't take years of therapy. It doesn't take years of trying. It just takes making these 5 shifts and then allowing it to come. So if you want to learn more about how to implement these 5 shifts into your life, please take this opportunity and book a free breakthrough call with us. The free breakthrough calls are about 45 minutes to an hour. On the call, we help you get really clear on what is holding you back. And if we know how to help you get over that and knock it out and get moving towards your goals and what you want in the quickest way possible, we will absolutely tell you and show you how that works. But if not, we will lead you in another direction and we will give you a great resource. No matter what, it is the best 45 minutes you're going to spend on your love life than you've ever spent before. Because like I said, you got to make it a priority. You've got to make yourself a priority and know that you deserve it, because your family deserves it. Your children, as well as you, everyone in your life will benefit from you being in a quality, healthy, solid, supportive, loving relationship. It is time for you to make this a priority. So those are the 5 shifts. I want to remind you, they are: make it all about you, upgrade your expectations, stop trying, let your body talk, and then the last most important one is make love a priority. If you don't want our help, or you already get help, like this, don't try this at home alone, because it is so hard for you to see what is in your own way. As I say often, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. If you are stuck and you are depressed and you are unhappy and you are lonely, then what you're doing is not working. So it is time to do something different. Like I said, we have this opportunity of a free breakthrough call. There are probably thousands of other people out there offering to help. We have the solution that we believe in, and we know it works, and we have case studies to prove it. If you want to learn more about the shifts specifically, you can take take 45 minutes and watch my free masterclass on that. I did a presentation where I walk you through all the 5 steps and go a little bit more in depth. I'll put that link down in the comments below. But either way, you're going to get clarity because you're moving in the right direction. So thanks so much, and I hope that we'll talk to you soon, and we will be right here waiting for you for whenever you are ready. Okay? All right. Talk to you later, ladies. Bye-bye.